Hello, this is Amanda Ray, the intuitive healer and psychic reader here at the Calico Cat Tea House in Nanaimo. I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading for you in regards to career. So before you pick your card, please take some deep breaths, connect with your heart and soul, and then choose your pile. You'll be more aligned with the messages if you stop and take that little bit of time before going ahead and choosing. There will be timestamps below, so if you want to go straight to your pile, feel free. There'll be other links and information as well in the comments. If you like what you're seeing, please comment, like, share, subscribe, whatever it is that you feel like doing to help support me and let me know that you like these. I would be happy to create more for you. Here we go. So here are the three piles. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. So you can go ahead, pause the video if you need more time, but I'm going to go ahead and start with pile 1. So I'm just going to slide these ones up out of the way. Pile 1, let's see what you got for career. Ooh, so we have release, Archangel Gabriel, find your bliss, practice makes perfect, triumph, forgiveness. There's storm warning, carrying connections, 6th chakra. And the overall message is waterfall, effortless. So, okay. With the release card, it says, I release that which does not serve my highest purpose with gratitude and love. Archangel Gabriel, I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life. Find your bliss. I am following a path I love, and I am fully aligned to my soul purpose. Now, the overall vibes I'm getting here is you got to go with the flow. There's stuff that's ending in your career, different things that are ending. You know, lots of kind of ending energy here. You know, things are ending, dying maybe. Change is coming. You know, storm warning. But there's also this flip side of like, find your bliss. You know, practice makes perfect. Try something new. If you're not perfect at where your career's going, you know, take it. Triumph. It's very successful. Intuition is coming up, you know, that sixth sense, 6th chakra, third eye, all about intuition, giving those messages and that effortless. So, whew. You have big changes coming. Lots of stuff is shifting and moving. You have to do some major letting go. Both of these cards come up when something is dying or dead. So if you run your own business, you need to be shifting gears big time here. Whatever you were working on before was great while it lasted, but now you need to reinvent things. You need to find a new way to do things. New product, new service, new edge, something. But even you're getting a little bored with things. You know, she's pretty bored. She's holding on to a lot of grief. There's a storm brewing inside there, you know, and you can feel it. You know, there's a shift. If you work for someone, you may have been offered a promotion and turned it down, or you might be wishing you had an opportunity for a promotion or something like that, or shifting gears, and things are coming, you know. Practice makes perfect. Keep doing what you're doing. Follow that intuition. Follow it. Allow yourself to follow that guidance, because they are leading you to success. Like you are getting to that success, but you have to kind of go through this. Forgive yourself for needing to let go of the pieces that aren't working for you in your career here. Your relationship is super supportive. If you are in a relationship, they are there to support you through all of this. So just being honest and communicating with them, because they're saying you're kind of keeping them in the dark. You know, there's a bit of resistance to sharing all the things that you're feeling or things that are happening, you know, that storm underneath of it all. But they want to be there for you, and they perfectly understand you. You know, they know what's up. So it's time to start opening up, sharing that with them. allowing yourself, because there's so much flow happening for you right now. You're a really good manifester. So when you set your mind on something, it just happens. It goes. But you have to decide. Right now, you're resisting deciding. You're holding yourself back. So if you do work for someone and you've been feeling a lot of this tension, it might be time to let go, that release, Archangel Gabriel, like letting that in, because there's some shifts that really need to happen for you to start something new. Go after it, because right now you're perfectly positioned for success. You have lots of your things sorted out on the back end to make it happen. Or if you do have your own business, you're closing one to open a new one. So you learned how to do all this stuff, and now you're applying it to a new business, a new skill, a new product. But following your bliss, there's coming into it, feeling that triumph really, really on the horizon. Now, if you are unemployed or between jobs, you got to get back in the flow and try something new, because you're holding on to a lot of you're being very negative to yourself. So you're holding on to a lot of criticism for yourself, unforgiving. I can't do this. I'm not good at this. That kind of like negative talk, and it's done. You got to just move on. If you're having problems moving on, you need to find some stones that are going to help you do that. And some stones would be obsidian is a really great one. If obsidian's a little too strong for you, try snowflake or mahogany obsidian to help you move through these changes, because there's a big internal stuff happening, pulling stuff up and making you feel a little bit insecure. But you are supported through this whole thing. There's a lot of support for you right now. Definitely just don't be scared to try. That's what they're saying. There's something that's been kind of gnawing away at you, eating at you, and it's time to try. Go ahead, because you'd rather live without regret of like, what if I would have done that? What if? Then the regret of failing is just so small. Forgive yourself for your failures. If you've tried something and it didn't work, forgive yourself. It's all a learning journey. You have to pick up the pieces as you go for the next phase of that journey. So don't be too hard on yourself. Get in the flow. Everything is working out just as it's meant to. It's just you're kind of in a transitional time right now. So be gentle and go for it. All right, group one. Clean this one up here. Slide on over to group number 2. See, water elemental. I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life. Crystal ascension. I am attuned to the universal wisdom and energy of Crystal Kingdom. Archangel Raphael. I invite Archangel Raphael to bring healing and knowledge into my life. Higher education. Move. Emotions. Rest and rejuvenation. Strategy. And door to spirit. And the overall message here is the full moon and completion. So if you've been debating going back and getting more education for your career, definitely consider that. You're being called to learn more and apply more into your knowledge base. Things are hard. Things are changing. There's a lot of emotions coming up, that those feelings of insecurities, like I'm not quite good enough, I can't quite do this. Who am I to think I need to be going after more education? But it's time. You have that strategy. You're very book smart. You're able to do all these things. Take time to rest, because you're running yourself ragged through this. It's time to put an end to things, some completion. Things need to come to an end. You need to stop running around trying to do your job in twice as much time when a little bit of prep or a little bit of learning would go a long way to helping you. If you need to start meal planning because your life's so busy, take a course, get someone to teach you so you can take that time. Planning, lots of planning. Door to spirit. You know, your guides are guiding you right now as you're shifting and growing here. There's a lot of growth. Lots of emotions are coming up because some of the things that you've accomplished already, you did not think you could. There's a lot of emotions coming up. A lot of emotions. Archangel Raphael is the healing angel. So you can call on him to help you through all of this. He's as simple as saying, Archangel Raphael, come and help me heal this thing. And he's there. He's on it. He's good to go. But you have to ask. With angels, they will not interfere unless it's life or death, unless you ask. They don't like to interfere with our free will. So you can struggle through some of these emotions, some of these changes that are happening, but you don't have to. There's definitely some ascension happening. So you're upgrading. You've been making some maybe unhealthy choices in diet. Diet keeps coming up. Maybe working too many long hours, don't have time to cook anymore, so you're picking stuff up. You need to make some changes, fuel your body appropriately so that you can go ahead and fulfill your job, your demands of your life, your job, your career. Again, water elemental is all about emotions, feeling that cup being overflowing, too much responsibility, stuff going on. Definitely planning is a huge one here, and they're definitely like getting in on that. You need to start taking care of yourself physically. So if you're going to have a busy day, don't leave it to chance. Go ahead and pre-plan what you're going to have for your meals if you don't already. Spirit is guiding you. You know the days that are busy coming up. You know it. There's changes, positive changes, lots of light, but your diet is bringing on a whole lot of just emotions. You might feel tired, lonely, upset, frustrated, whatever kind of negative emotions are coming up is hugely dependent on the diet that you're consuming. It's lots of fast foods, convenience foods, processed foods. Someone else did it for you. Well, there's other ways to have nutritious meals with someone else is helping you. Like, nutritionists will sometimes do meal planning, meal prep for you. Chefs will do that, so you just have your stuff ready and you just go. Or take that time for yourself. Slow down enough to take that time to prep some meals for yourself. If you know you're going to have busy days coming up, prepare some freezer meals so you can throw in the slow cooker. It's so easy nowadays. You can go on Pinterest and search up just about anything, any type of cooker you have and kind of meals you like. So like slow cooker chicken meals or whatever it is that you want to be eating. But you got to start paying attention to that, adding more vegetables. Your digestion is getting a little bit out of balance. They're saying there's lots of anxiety and stuff bumping around in there. If you're planning a vacation and you haven't committed to it at this point, I would reevaluate if the timing is right for you. There's lots of things happening and shifting. You're growing into a new person. You're considering going back to school. You need to strategize and plan because Spirit is leading you into a very beautiful spot right now. Full moon completion. It's time to let some things go as you up level. You are complete. Things are moving. If you're unemployed, definitely take a course, take something because they're calling to you to rise up, be a leader, do more. It's time to stop like pulling back and like taking the easy seat. It's time to stand up and own, strategize, plan, prepare. You know what you need to do to feel successful, to follow Spirit, plan it. Start incorporating it. Disconnect from electronics, phones, whatever that you need to. It helps you feel more complete. Spending more time with the people you love. Call someone versus just stalking them on Facebook. But it's time to Get in there. You got this, Fatu. You got this. All right. Pile number 3. Here we go. Solar plexus chakra. I take actions daily to awake my personal power. The crown chakra. I know I am part of source and my life is guided by divine wisdom. Celebrate life. I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Earth. Sleep. Learning experience. Pause. Attachment. Door to romance. Envy. And the overall theme card for this reading is pile number 3, river, movement. So there are some definite things happening with your career here. Caged. Feeling trapped. Feeling all this darkness. Looking out how you know it could be, how it should be, what you need to be doing. You can feel it. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, this attachment card, trying to make your life look like other people, trying to put on that mask, working at the banking job because that's a good job. That's what you're supposed to do with your life, but it's trapping you. It's crushing things, you have so much more passion than what you're expressing at this point. And, maybe that stability of that daytime job is fine, but you need to be doing something on the side that lights a passion within your heart, because you got to get some movement happening here. You're feeling very stagnant. Solar plexus chakra is all about our sense of self-confidence and all of our emotions. When you get excited, you get butterflies in your stomach. Crown chakra, right beside it, is right on the top of your head, and it's all about giving and receiving that divine love and guidance, feeling connected with source, allowing yourself to be purified, and celebrating life. Being able, the stream of light going right through her crown, and her hair looks like a tree roots. You've been beating yourself up for a while. You feel like you have not been doing good enough. You're unworthy. You don't have the skills, the confidence. You feel disconnected from God. So I don't know if you've been through a long stint of not having a job or being in the wrong job, trying to compare. But there's a lot of self-criticism happening here. A lot. I just feel it in my heart, that there's just lots of pressure. So I don't know if your finances are just kind of a little bit rocky because of these career misguided steps almost. You needed to learn what you needed to learn, but now that time's over. You haven't been sleeping very well at night. There's too much going on. I feel the anxiety. I feel like I need to shake my leg, bounce it up and down. So you need to help yourself sleep. So an hour before you're going to bed, turn off screens, read a book, do some chores, tidy up, plan something, write, journal, something that's not electronic, because your mind is just going into overdrive here. You need better sleep, using essential oils. Lavender isn't going to work for you. It's not going to work the same. Things like, I use doTERRA, so things like peace oil or serenity, things of forgiveness, relaxation. That's definitely more along the lines that you need to be going. If you need a specific oil recommendation, by all means, reach out. But you have an opportunity being presented to you. If it isn't already there, it will be coming soon, very soon, within a week. Someone has an opportunity, whether it's a job or if you have your own business, it's a contract or something like that, but it's in your friends network. But you have to ask. You have to ask for these connections to come forward, because people, they're viewing you as successful. They see it. They think you got all your shit put together, and that's not how you're feeling about it. You're very good at portraying confidence without actually feeling it. So people don't even know that you want these opportunities right now. You need to ask. Ask and you shall receive. But you've got to start putting yourself out there. When opportunities, compliments, love are being presented to you, you're turning away. So if someone compliments you, oh man, you're so successful in business, you're like, yeah, right. You know, or, oh man, you must have life so put together. You just feel disconnected from all that love and that support that they're trying to give you. And it's not out of, it's not a despite that they're giving you these compliments, but you need to do that, a little bit of that work, being able to give and receive that love, feeling confident. Stones that will help you are tiger's eye and selenite. Those two very specifically working together. Very common. You can get them at any crystal store if you don't have them already. But that's the only one to give those recommendations for crystals, but really helping you pull out all these things that are making you feel not confident in yourself, because it's time to stop. Stop, smell the flowers, smell the roses. You need to slow down and ask. Asking is so huge. You're so self-sufficient. Oh, you're so good at putting up that front. But now it's time to really just celebrate where you are. Rest. Ask for that help because you have it. There's movement coming. Things are shifting. But it's time to shift how you're approaching life. And I'm not asking you to go beg. It's not about begging for these opportunities. It's saying, hey, do I have any friends that have a job that I might be good at? Here's some of my skills. You know, here's some of the things I can do. Ask people you've worked with in the past, whether it's your employer or someone you've done contract work for if you own a business. But it's ask, hey, do you know anyone that I could actually help? You know, I'm really looking to expand my reach, or whatever it is, however it is you want to word that, but just ask. There's so much available to you. There's so much available to you, so much abundance, celebrating that life, bringing all the things in. Movement, new horizons. There's light coming in, light coming into that darkness. So it's time. The biggest thing is ask and work on these chakras. Definitely work on these chakra meditations because it's getting way too much. It's time to set yourself free from these expectations. Who cares what other people think you're supposed to be, do, have? That doesn't matter. How you feel about it matters. Time for movement. That is it, pile 3. Thank you so much for joining me for this pick a card today. I would be so happy if you would like, subscribe, share, get the notifications for when I release new videos. I'm here at the Calico Cat Tea House. If you're in the Nanaimo, BC, Canada area, I would be happy to see you in person for a reading. If you are not in the area, I do phone readings as well as email readings. Phone is just kind of my preference over email. So if you wanted to book one of those readings, there's a link below. You can contact me through Facebook. I'd be happy to help you out. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.